But her dedication, intelligence, and skill have made a huge difference, and her voice and leadership have become even more critical in recent months as we face unprecedented threats to our environmental lives. Sara has been a relentless voice for clean water and healthy oceans within the broader resistance efforts to defend California values and laws. Please welcome me and join me in welcoming Sara to the stage. Sara. Good evening, Santa Barbara, and happy Earth Day! So every time Channelkeeper has an event, from Aquathon to Blue Water Ball, I call up Ben and Kira and say, oh, it sounds like you really need me there. Do you need me to work the door? Do you need me to help anything? They say, no, absolutely not. We do not need another untrained volunteer wandering around. And I say, I hear exactly what you're saying, and I will be there. And I'm here tonight, and I'm so honored to be here. As Kara mentioned, I went to UCSB. Thank you. I went to UCSB, and I came here because I knew that I wanted to work on ocean issues. And the second I came here, I felt deeply in love. And I still get emotional every time I come around that bed on 101, and I see the Gaviota coastline, and I see the Channel Islands, and I see the mountains. I still get emotional. And I was probably about as enthusiastic and possibly annoying of an environmental studies major as the department has ever seen. Eric Zimmerman is here tonight, can vouch for that. On second thought, I've seen a lot of environmental studies majors here tonight, and they've gone from Earth Day celebration to March for Science to here, so maybe we're all like that. That's why we're environmental studies majors. Immediately when I went to UCSB, I started to devise my own advocacy strategies. My first strategy was that I got free tickets to The Tonight Show, but I made all the girls on my dorm floor log in at least 3 hours of removing trash from Sands and Campus Point before they could get a ticket. And yes, I think oftentimes you have to trick people into working to defend the environment. But there are so many organizations here that do it excellently, and I wanted to work with all of them. I did every internship that I possibly could. I worked with Community Environmental Council and helped to organize Earth Day. I worked with the Nature Conservancy on the Island Fox project. I worked with the Audubon Society. I worked with Orange West and with non-native species from Toledo Slough. And while at UCSB, I met a man who many of you know named Mark McGinnis. I was lucky enough to have Mark teach our Introduction to Environmental Studies course, and he taught us about the oil spill that happened here in 1969. 3 million gallons of crude oil spilled, coating the coast, ocean, fish, and wildlife. The ocean was boiling, people observed. Union Oil was ill-prepared and took months to contain the spill, but Santa Barbans of all ages mobilized in demonstration and protest. And the spill drew global attention. It prompted one of the first lawsuits holding oil companies financially and legally responsible. Yes, and it helped to spark a movement, which led to Earth Day, which we celebrate today, and ultimately led to the passage of our first environmental laws and the creation of our first environmental firms like Environmental Defense Center. But Union Oil President Fred Hartley didn't understand the big deal. He said, I'm amazed at the publicity for the loss of a few birds. That is outrageous. Anyone, and unfortunately that probably includes many of you in this room, anyone who has seen the effects of an oil spill knows how devastating it is. How it smells, how it sounds, and how it looks. And you can feel the pain in your heart that the animals and environment experience and how wrong it feels. And that kind of response from a polluter who had just decimated the coast and ocean is exactly why we need legal action and grassroots efforts to defend the coast from future disasters. I knew from that day that I wanted to use the law to protect people in places that mattered to me and who might not otherwise have anyone standing up for them. To take on the polluters and corporate powers that were responsible and to make it right. And that's what water keepers do, and that's what Channelkeeper does. Sadly, we saw history repeat itself with the Refugio oil spill. But once again, this community was there, and Channelkeeper was there. They were out on the water and up in the air within hours of the spill, making sure cleanup and containment efforts proceeded. And they are still engaged today, holding the oil company accountable and directing cleanup funds to restore that marine protected area and working to strengthen the law. And this dedicated work in the 2 years following the spill has made a difference. Because of immense pressure from environmental groups, we learned earlier this week that Veneco filed for bankruptcy, that Platform Holly will be decommissioned, it cannot be legally replaced, and the area will become part of a marine preserve. And it's the tireless work of people in this room that make victories like that possible. I have seen Channelkeeper in action firsthand. I watched Jenna testify to our state senate just a few weeks ago to support Senator Hennebeth Jackson's bill to cap legacy oil wells. I have been out on the boat with Ben and Penny for their pre-dawn, still dark out when they leave the harbor, pre-dawn cruise ship monitoring in the channel. I've seen Morgan and Laura's magic touch put on excellent events like this one tonight in the Aquathon to tap into people's love and excitement for this place. Can we just take another minute to show some love for the staff of Channelkeeper? And of course, I want to highlight the work of Channelkeeper's leader, Kira Redmond, whose leadership has led to some stellar victories, as she mentioned, and many of which spark progress that means something not only to this community, but throughout the entire state. The local plastic bag bans helped lead to our statewide bag ban, which we did defend on the ballot. Their leadership on marine protected areas and their innovative tools, like an underwater dive portal for Naples, inspire our fellow advocates across the state. And Channelkeeper's innovative lawsuit with our friends at Lawyers for Clean Water, which is based on the simple idea that our state has a legal duty to find a workable balance between the competing demands for water and the need to keep the river alive and flowing, could set a new precedent for our state. So Kira mentioned she serves as the president of the board of directors of my organization, California Coastkeeper Alliance, which represents 12 water keepers from throughout California to fight for swimmable, fishable, and drinkable waters. And the watershed and people in our network are extremely diverse, from Humboldt, Orange County, the Klamath River, down to San Diego. But what unites us is our work together to stand up for California's ecosystems and communities. And Kira and I also work together to start the Blue Business Council, our new business arm, which now has 125 members who lend their brands and voices to our clean water and healthy ocean efforts in Sacramento. Patagonia helped us to found it, and Santa Barbara businesses were among the first to join our council. People like Santa Barbara Adventure Company and Channel Islands Outfitters, supporting Channelkeeper and supporting our efforts in Sacramento. And while all of our water keepers are deeply immersed in their local work, Kira's voice and leadership is often that which steers our whole network forward on the most pressing issues facing our state. She's been a relentless champion for working together and supporting our statewide organization, and it makes all the difference, especially now as we are in the fight of our lives and we are tasked with resisting numerous threats to divide us and beat us down. Attempts are underway to get plans that would have put us on a path to a clean energy future and help to slow climate change. And our coast and ocean are now more vulnerable to development and drilling. And we will see the erosion of environmental protection through agency neglect and lack of enforcement. Trump's cabinet is one of the most anti-environment cabinets in memory, with an EPA administrator who has spent his career suing EPA. EPA under Trump is every polluter's ally. An emboldened anti-environment caucus of congressional members are taking measures to undermine clean water protections with citizens' right to defend clean water in immediate danger. 2 bills introduced in Congress this year would substantially weaken stormwater pollution protections under the Clean Water Act and would make it harder for groups like Channelkeeper to bring citizen suits. And these bills jeopardize what this community fought to achieve following the '69 oil spill and what Channelkeeper sustains every day through their work. The right of citizens to defend their neighborhoods from pollution when government fails to do so is essential for California's most vulnerable and disadvantaged communities, who suffer disproportionately from pollution and often lack the resources to advocate for government intervention. We must preserve the rights of citizens and organizations to take action on behalf of these communities, and we have an opportunity to do so. California is uniquely positioned to defend environmental protections as the administration's outspoken promises to take us backwards. Our 53-member delegation in the House of Representatives is the largest in Congress, and our governor, legislature, and businesses have been vocal about creating a firewall to Trump's attacks. As Governor Brown said, we have the scientists, we have the lawyers, and we are ready to fight. And California is no stranger to this fight. Whatever Washington thinks it's doing, California is the future. And I can tell you, we are fighting like hell in Sacramento. We have a number of bills before the legislature, but the most important, in my opinion, is the California Environmental Defense Act, which would embed current federal environmental laws into our state environmental laws to protect us from attempts to weaken, roll back, and dismantle all the progress we have made on clean water, clean energy, and species protection. Equally dangerous to these attempts to the fundamental environmental protections on which we rely are the attempts to divide us with walls and angry rhetoric and threats. What's most dangerous to me is the idea that the worst of human nature, the most self-interested, will prevail. To me, Channelkeeper is a beacon of hope during dark times and stands for the simple idea that what we have here is beautiful and it's worth protecting no matter what. And often it takes saying something that's not popular or easy to hear, bringing a lawsuit, standing up to polluters, and sometimes being at odds with our neighbors and leaders and people we like. But Channelkeeper represents the public's interest in this beautiful place, and having enough water to sustain the community and economy, and having channel islands that are free from debris that makes its way there, in having streams and rivers that have water flowing through them that is safe to swim and fish in, and of course in a channel that is protected from disasters that threaten everything we love about this place. We are so lucky to have Channelkeeper protecting it and patrolling it and monitoring our waters, holding polluters accountable for the spills and toxic pollution that would otherwise seep into these waters and harm our community, and ultimately advocating for policies and strategies that make this place better, and oftentimes set the gold standard for environmental protection throughout our state. I ask you tonight to give generously to support Channelkeeper and show Kira and her team that we have their back when it matters most. Santa Barbara depends on them, and our state depends on them. And I'll close now with the words of Rod Nash in his Santa Barbara Declaration of Environmental Rights. It was written in 1969 and rings true today. We therefore resolve to act. We propose a revolution in conduct towards an environment which is rising in revolt against us. Granted that ideas and institutions long established are not easily changed, yet today is the first day of the rest of our life on this planet. We will begin anew. Thank you.